Do it into you, quite out.
Through the mic. Yes, no problem. That's fine. Who'd like to start? Matt, if you could pass that there. Thank you.
Oliver, obviously a disappointing result. What did you make of the game today?
Oh, yes, disappointing, especially when you have the lead by 2 goals. A great start into the game, scoring a third, disallowed, having a big chance with Ismaila. And then our defense, we were not good enough today in defending and made too many mistakes. And then a team like City, when you give them so many chances, they just score from it. And but yeah, I think we will learn from this game, and we have to learn. It's the last time we conceded 5 was against Arsenal, and I think then we really, the players did really well, and we will analyze it, we will show them, we will train it, and hopefully we will do it better the next time.
How much of a miss was Marc Guehi today? Obviously, your captain, played so many games, such an important part of the team. How much did you miss him?
I think, every team misses his captain, but it was more, and Chris didn't train for 10 days, Maxence didn't train the whole week, so everybody was not on his top level. And also, when you see the third and the fourth goal, it's just unusual for us, that we giving them the pass in the depths, the first goal, because we have a clear pattern when there is no pressure on the ball, that we always protect the depths first. And twice we were surprised, and then, you get punished, and then it's difficult to come back, because the start was great, how we played. Also, when you see the first goal, how quickly we moved the ball from left to right, and always knowing that we have a 2v1 on the opposite side. But also, to be honest, the longer the game lasted, the less we could do it, and that's why we lost the game.
Took JP Mateta off at half-time. Was that a tactical decision, or was there any?
Yeah, it was a tactical decision, but now I have to say it was the wrong decision not to take him off, just to change the system to a 3-5-2. We wanted to control the middle more, the pocket, but didn't work.
Thanks.
No. Simon?
So, because you started so well, do you think almost the players forgot the game plan?
No, I don't think so. When you see the first goal, I think it's a free kick, direct free kick. And then the second is the reaction, I think, of Omar Mamouche is just quicker than ours. It was a second ball, because we have the header. I don't know, we cleared it straight into the middle of the box, so we shouldn't do this. And the third, the third goal, it just happens, when City, they have a lot of possession, and when they always play in your half, then they find the space, they find the gaps, they find the pocket, and you need to have the ball, you need to play also in their half to avoid that they create so many chances, and this is what we couldn't do anymore. That's at the end, I think it has nothing to do that we wanted to more, they forgot something. It's just we didn't do it in our top level, because also before their first goal, I think Kevin De Bruyne hit the post, and McAtee had a big chance having a header. So this is what we just didn't do it on top level.
You got the mic, yeah.
Should you meet City again in the FA Cup final? I know you'll have your captain back by then, but regardless of that, have you still seen enough that would give you confidence to overturn
Yes, I said to Pep afterwards, if we meet again, you can't play in this system, because we will solve it.
Sorry, I forgot to ask. De Bruyne's about to finish at Manchester City. As an opposition manager, can you, even when he plays like he did today, can you appreciate him, or is it just a pain to have him there?
Of course, everyone, I think, when you have such a career, such a great player, not just in the England Premier League, so for a decade, I think, or almost more than a decade, and then every manager loves to see a player like him, that intelligence and how he moves and always finds the space, how he passes, how he scores, how he creates chances. Of course, everyone loves to see this player, but not when he's playing for the other team.
Hi, Ollie. I'm just wondering, with Jean-Philippe Mateta, he's been so important for you. What was his reaction when you told him he was coming off at half-time? And you say you made a mistake. What's it like going back into the changing room after you feel you've made a mistake?
I didn't make a mistake to sub him, because I think he can do better than he did first half. So he lost also too many duels. He lost too many balls, that's why we thought to change something. So that the mistake I made was to change the system, not to sub JP.
Sorry, this gentleman here at the front. Bobby, thank you.
Hi, Oliver. Obviously, you missed the captain, Marc Guehi, today at 2-1 and then 2-2. Do you think you kind of lacked a little bit of leadership out on the pitch, players keeping going and keeping things together?
I don't know if it's so easy. I think Mark played when we conceded 5 against Arsenal, and I think no, that's not the reason. I think we just, again, now we can look for many reasons, and we missed the captain or this and that. No, when we see all the chances and just the last goal, and when we're speaking about details and you have to do it, we don't attack on the winger, we don't double up. This is clear what we want to do. Then they have the cross, and then everything can happen. So we want to avoid these situations earlier. Yeah, we didn't do it today, and when Ederson has the ball, we are not aware that he plays in behind, so it's not really surprisingly for everyone. Yeah? But today we were not this good enough. It's not that anybody does want to do it, so it just happened. Yeah, maybe a little bit too much pressure from the Manchester City players, and then everything goes so quickly, and it's easy for us standing outside analyzing everything, but they have to take decision. And when you see this long ball, there's I think De Bruyne in the pocket. We are on the jump, and then it was the wrong decision. We took too many wrong decisions. Before the second goal, Maxence steps into the midfield where he doesn't need to step and opens the gap, and then they pass in behind. So I think the first goal, the free kicks, and now we can analyze all the situations. I think we didn't defend on our top level. That's why we didn't win the game.
We often talk about looking ahead to the future. Obviously, you've got a quick turnaround of games now. Is that something you kind of relish, having the opportunity to rectify what went wrong today?
Yes, of course. So but this is regardless if we play in 3 days, in 4 days, in 1 week. We're always analyzing because I could see a great effort from the team again, and on analyzing what we can do better. It's now for us. It's not. And this is what we never do. We don't point with the finger. Now we have to support the players. We have to show them how we can solve these situations to be better prepared. And this is our job. And this is what we will do.
Hi, you've talked about maybe the mistakes you've made today, but you said it just happens in football. It's normal, and obviously you've talked about the tactical things that maybe didn't go right. How difficult is it though when De Bruyne scores that free kick? It changes the atmosphere inside the stadium. It changes the atmosphere on the pitch because City take a step forward. Does that affect your players as well? Is that one of those factors that just changes the whole thing?
Of course, I don't know, a few minutes before you have a disallowed 3-0, you miss a big chance to 3-0, and then you concede one. Yes, this changes the momentum, and football is a game of momentum. I remember Champions League final where an Italian team was up by 3 goals and an English team won on penalties. It's football, human beings, many things going around in their mind. And yes, we're not happy that it happened, but we have to accept it and again learn from it.
Was this something that you talked about at half-time?
No, I talked about, of course, we were disappointment in the dressing room when you lead and all the game was going. But I told them, guys, a draw at halftime at Etihad is a good result for us, yeah. And it shouldn't influence our mood because when it's the opposite, we're 2-0 down and coming back and having a 2-2 is still the same result, yeah. So this is what we talked about, but so didn't work.
Okay. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank
Cheers.
you.